to win back-to-backs. You guys haven't beaten teams with winning records consecutively since October. 5 of 7 going into the break, I guess, or 5 of 6 going into the break. Just to win tonight on a back-to-back going into the break, just what does that feel like? What does it say about the guys to kind of finish strong?
It's definitely rewarding. Excuse my voice, man, out there screaming, but definitely rewarding. And, to our head coach, man, he things got a little unstable, over the past month, about 3 weeks ago. And his message to all of us, coaches, players, coaches, performance team, to hunker down. We got to figure it out. We went through a tough stretch, and we just went back to the drawing board, with his lead of getting back to the basic fundamentals, our defense, our shell defense, talking, communicating, understanding what coverages we're in, and finishing everything with a defensive rebound, and offensively being aware of where our spacing to initiate different actions and sets. And not that, these defenses now in the NBA are really, really good. And so you have to play after the play. And, next action, you constantly yelling and shoot-arounds practices, next action. And just constantly working on something 3-4 times on both sides of the ball, stopping, redoing it, stopping again, do it over, stop it again, do it over. That's what you saw tonight, the carryover from all of that, us focusing on the details. And I'm happy for the guys, man. It's a great feat being around this league long as I have. It's tough going into the break like this with a loss. You just got to sit on that loss. But I'm happy. Everything we've gone through this year, I think we're ready for this break, and we're going to come out of it, rested physically, focused mentally, and with the right spirit to finish the year.
Maybe with that, again, a lot of things tonight you guys haven't done in a while. I mean, there was the 14-0 run in the second quarter that set up a lead, and then when they cut it to 7, there's a 19 or an 18-9 run.
Yeah.
So obviously that's both ends of the court there. So what clicked? And because again, sometimes the rope's been let go a little bit in those moments, and tonight, you guys stretched the lead into the 20s.
They're an aggressive defensive team, so for us, sometimes your best offense is your defense. And shout out to Coach Buck, grinding, since I've been here working with him. And again, with the leadership of Doc and our offense, Dave Yeager, all of us just pitching in. I mean, it was just a total team effort. But our defense tonight was spectacular against a team like that. And I know they had people out of the lineup, but that's a championship team top to bottom. And, you saw what they did to Phoenix, a really good basketball team last night. So we came in ready to just trust our habits, the habits we've been building, things we've been working on here as of late. And not just working on it, we worked on stuff all year. But guys have now embracing it fully. There's the trust of player to coach and trust of player to player. And so you're seeing that trust defensively and offensively.
He talked about before the game just the professionalism he showed over the past week since he's been here, but had his career high, I think, in points, rebounds, blocks tonight. 36 minutes for him from you. I mean, what did you see from him, and what did it mean to you to see him perform, obviously, in his return here?
Man, I think he's just scratching the surface. He's so young, and just his size, his athleticism, his smarts, some of the passes he made tonight, some of the finishes, the threes, the defense. Like, he's just scratching the surface. We found a jewel. They did a good job prepping him here. And, it's like that sometimes. Sometimes you can have too many good players, and so you have to part ways with some. But we're happy we were able to get him. Thrilled we were able to get him, and he's someone that's going to help us in the immediate present and the future.
Yeah, you talk about the defense from you guys tonight. I mean, obviously he was on the glass. Bobby came in, had some big minutes on the glass as well, and I believe you guys out-rebounded them by about 10 to 15, there in the first half. I mean, what did you just see in that first half that helped you guys, be able to –
Our offensive rebounding, that's something else we've been emphasizing, trying to get at – we've been losing the possession game, but Doc has unleashed the guys, the group, totally encouraged them to go get us extra possessions. When you're trying to play downhill, touch the paint, draw fouls, those are extra possessions. When you extra shots, I should say, but definitely our offensive rebound. I think we had 15 tonight, something like that, for 19 second chance points, if I'm reading that right. that's huge, you know, and then we got to continue that. We got to continue that throughout the rest of the year once we come off break.
Speaking of who's starting, Myles was a late scratch. Any
Yeah.
concern with that, or was that a precautionary?
It's more precautionary than anything. More precautionary. He's a big piece of the puzzle of what we're trying to do, and you know, we got a really good team, a deep team full of really good players. You know, our record, you know, we've had some unfortunate losses, but our record, I don't think, reflects who we really are as a group. And you're starting to see what we can be. You saw who we are tonight, but who we can be is extremely exciting. And the pieces are in place. And when big fella get back, all these guys who've gained that experience and getting extended minutes is going to pay huge dividends for us. But you know, it was more precautionary with Myles.
Back-to-back nights. You know, last night he filled up the stat sheet. Tonight, not a ton of turnovers as a team, but it kind of starts with him as that primary ball handler without Ryan. What have you seen? What did you see from him, and then even Cam to a degree? You know, keeping the ball and not letting them force 17, 18 turnovers and get out and run the other way.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, you take a field goal attempt over a turnover. So yeah, we talked about it pregame. You know, this is the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you hold the ball 2-3 seconds too long or take 2 or 3 extra dribbles you shouldn't take, they're gonna make you. They're gonna punish you. They're gonna make you pay for it. So if you're going to do that, you need to put the ball on the rim. And if guys are in position like tonight, again, a big, huge offensive rebounding night for us. Tonight they did that, and guys went and got us extra possessions. So obviously you want to have good flow, good rhythm to your offense and have the ball moving and hopping. But the reality of it is we have individually talented players who can score and make plays, and they trust themselves, and it's not anything abrasive or they don't have selfish intent. I just think they have that confidence that they feel like they can go make a play, especially when things break down. But, you know, we'll continue to watch film. We'll continue to get on the practice floor and work on things and break things down and try to minimize all of those out-of-rhythm plays, so to speak.
And then, Coach, just finally, I mean, obviously you talked about you guys are down, Giannis, Taurean, Myles, Brian. You talk about the depth of this team that they've shown. You had 7 guys going double figures scoring today. I mean, 5 of your last 6 games. What has really, I guess you could say, led to the success you feel like to the start of February for this team?
We hunkered down and we got back to the drawing board. We started watching a ton of film, coming in every day, working on something, breaking down our offense into detailed parts. Same with our defense. Reshifted our focus defensively and added an element of offensive rebounding and added the element of chasing extra possessions. And the work we put in over the last 2 weeks, I think, has been 2.5 weeks, has been detailed, relentless, no excuses. However long it takes to get it right, we're going to take that time, and you saw the fruition of it.